Many historians consider the Canadian victory at Vimy Ridge in April 1917 to be a defining moment for Canada. It's when the country emerged from under the arm of Britain and felt capable of incredible greatness. This is when Canadian troops earned a reputation as impressive and effective because of the success at Vimy. But it was a success that came with a cost: more than 10,000 killed or wounded. A ceremony recently took place at the Brigadier Angle Armory in Kelowna to officially launch Canada's newest $20 bill, our most widely used banknote. On the back of that new 20 is a special tribute to all of those who have made contributions and sacrifices. Our new $20 bill features the Vimy Memorial.
The performance of the Canadian military was a source of significant pride to our nation. And although we lost our last living connection to that terrible war only last year, it is fitting that their sacrifice is remembered on this banknote by a country which strives to be a force for good in this world. From a personal perspective, and this is very much a personal perspective, I think it is always right that we recognise the sacrifice of our veterans, not just in the First World War, but the Second World War, Korea, the peacekeeping missions that Canada has participated in since the Second World War, and of course, most latterly, Afghanistan.
We consulted with Canadians across Canada in various workshops, and at those workshops, it was clear to us that they wanted the Canadian Vimy Memorial as a theme for the back of the $20 banknote.
I think it's absolutely wonderful. We lost a lot of comrades over in Vimy with 7,000 or 10,000 casualties, 3,000 dead, and over 7,000 wounded. So it's very significant, and especially with Remembrance Day coming up.
We want them not to just look at the face value of the note, but to flip it over and really think about what that Vimy Memorial means and how important that is to Canada and our identity.
I think it's probably the most important thing that has happened in Canada for many years, and to have had where Canada really became a nation, to have that on our most circulated currency.
We've only just lost the last of the very old veterans from the First World War who died in the last year or so. So we've lost that last living connection. So it's very nice now that we actually recognise their sacrifice by actually having the Vimy Memorial on our $20 notes for many years to come.
In 1936, the gleaming white marble of the Vimy Memorial was unveiled to stand as a poignant reminder of those Canadian souls lost in France. And now every time a Canadian, young or old, handles the new note, they too can take a moment and remember. From Kelowna, I'm Tammy Williams.